So I go around and help people laugh. And you're like, well, you offended me. Grow up. Because if you can't handle my jokes, you can't handle the enemy. But I wanted to change the world. Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to change the world because I'm a giver. I love to help people. I do. I love to help people. That's why they keep me away from my table, because I give everything away. And my daughter was like, Dad, that's my inheritance. You cannot give it away. And when Jason and I started doing the COVID tour, I told him, I said, man, I want to change the world. He said, man, we're just like each other. And that's why we kind of bonded and became so close. We were doing a concert. A guy came to the concert. He said, guys, I can help y'all fulfill what you're trying to do. I said, all right, what are you talking about? And he told me about how he had this company, and what they do is they go around the world and they find countries and families that live in that countries that don't have government assistance programs like we have here in America. And they go into the remote parts of the earth, of the world, and they go in there and they feed these families. They care for them with health care. They give the kids surgery, education, whatever they need, they meet that need. I said, you feed them? Yeah, absolutely, we feed them. We do so much more than that, but yeah, we feed them. I said, well, how much are we talking? He said, we got it narrowed down now to where we can do it for $39 per family. I said, OMG, $39? That's the price of one coffee from Starbucks. I said, you're telling me if I give you $39, you're going to feed a family? He said, Mickey, I'm telling you, we're going to do more than just feed them. He said, why are you so stuck on us just feeding them out of all the things we're going to do for these families? My mind went back to when my family and I, we were packing up our boxes and we had nowhere to go. We were in the pastor's house. Someone came to the door, and I didn't want to go and answer the door because those good church people had taken everything I had done and posted it all over social media. So I was the talk of the town. I finally got up enough nerve to go to the door. I opened the door, and there was a man there that I'd never met before. He looked at me and he said, are you that preacher they're trying to run off? And I bowed my head in shame. I said, yeah, that's me. He said, I didn't come to cause any problems, and I didn't come to ask any questions. I just came to tell you this is exactly the reason why I don't go to church. I said, why is that? He said, because after I see what they've done to you, it further proves to me that the people inside that building think they have the authority to choose who can receive forgiveness and who can't. He said, I figured if they're willing to run their preacher off of what you did, they're not even going to let me in the building for what I did, so I don't even take my chance. He reached into his pocket and he pulled out a key and he handed it to me.